Where are we going, Raven? Do I really have to be blindfolded for this?
It's a little further ahead. And yes, I told you to be on my crew. You have to take the test of courage. I can't have you knowing what's coming.
Okay, but what exactly is this test of courage? My mom says I don't test well.
This isn't like a school test, dummy. It's way cooler than that. All right, we're here. Take off your blindfold.
Ah! Raven! What are we doing up here? We're so high up!
Welcome to the test of courage! Are you brave enough to take the leap of faith to the waters below? Or are you a scaredy cat?
I don't know about this, Raven.
Now that we're officially taking the test, that's Captain Raven to you. Now jump off this rock, crewman Dodds. That's an order.
Oh, but I'm scared.
Face your fears. Jump!
Okay.
What's wrong? Why'd you stop?
I can't do it. I'm too scared. I don't want to jump. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay. You don't have to if you really don't want to.
I don't. But my captain gave me an order.
The captain gives her orders, but those orders mean nothing if her crew doesn't trust her. It's my job to make you want to follow me.
I do want to follow you, but it's such a long drop.
I wouldn't ask you to do something I haven't done myself. Do you trust me? It's okay. When you're ready, we'll come back here.
Captain?
Yes?
I want to follow you. I did it! I did it!
Yes, good job, crewman Dodds! You passed the test of courage! Woohoo!
Raven!
That was awesome!
Jackie, what's taking so long? Why can't we just go?
Because we all really want to hear you whine and knew this would annoy you. You're doing great so far.
Quinn, what's taking so long? Why can't we just go?
Because we have to muster with the captain.
Muster?
Yeah, we all line up and the captain gives us our orders and debriefs us.
Well, why don't we just move to the next island and he can tell us on the way?
Do you even know where it is we're going to next?
No.
Hence the muster.
All right, crew, listen up. We've had a pretty exciting time in Lions Bridge, what with all of our stock being blown up and all. Thanks to my hard work, however, the bombers have been brought to justice.
Hey, but we were the ones who—
Let it go, Dodds.
Unfortunately, the bombers destroyed all of our whiskey, so we need to take another trip to Brodinia to resupply. Make sure you don't have too much fun while we're there. All right, Zago, Dodds, unfurl the sails.
Right.
Right.
Evindall, get those eyes in the crow's nest. Prepare to turn the ship to port.
Aye, Captain.
The rest of you, get to your posts and make sure this ship is spick and span. We don't want any accidents on our way to Brodinia.
All right, Dodds. Let's get back to training.
Yes! Should we get Magnus to dull your daggers again?
No, not that kind of training.
Well, there's other types of training.
Sailing training, you idiot.
Oh,
let's go over some more knots.
There's more knots?
Yes, Dodds, of course there are more knots. What, did you think you had learned the only knot ever made?
Zago, we both know the answer to that question.
Fair enough. Maybe we should go over everything you actually do know about sailing.
Okay, well, I know how to furl and unfurl the sails.
Right, go on.
I know that knot that you showed me.
Do you know anything that I haven't taught you?
Oh, yep, I know that starboard is the left of the ship.
Okay, so you don't know anything about sailing.
Did you not just hear what I said about starboard being left?
Starboard is right!
Yeah, I know, that's why I said it.
No, I mean...
Come on, Zago, let's not worry about this stuff. It feels like I'm back in school again.
You two okay?
Zago's trying to teach me about sailing.
Yeah, and it's going fairly
Poorly. Yeah, I can tell. Maybe I can help. Dodds, you grew up in Arcana. What all do you remember about how magic works?
Oh, okay, now it really feels like I'm back in school.
Just humor me.
Well, there's magical energy everywhere in the world. It surrounds us and makes up all living things.
Right. And some people have the ability to command it and navigate it. Now, just imagine that the sea is like the magical energy, and the ship and its crew are like a mage.
Don't try to ruin sailing for me by comparing it to magic, Magnus.
I'm just saying, the ocean and magic are more alike than you think. You went to school in Arcanan, right? Even though you aren't a mage, I'm sure you picked up on some things. Keep going. What else can you tell me about magic?
Okay, in order to use magic, a mage has to say some magic words and do some kind of hand motions.
Exactly. There are certain things that have to be done. Otherwise, both magic and sailing are impossible.
So, I guess you can think of running the sails as the hand motions, since they power the ship, and the helm and the tack as magic words, since they decide where the ship will go.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. So the helm is the big steering wheel, and the tack is...
The direction of the ship. If the wind is blowing to the starboard side, then we're on a starboard tack. Also, starboard is the right side of the ship. Port is the left.
What else can you tell me about the magic?
Let's see. I know that the more a mage casts spells, the easier it becomes to cast later.
That's right. It takes a physical toll on the mage to cast spells, but like a muscle, the more they work at casting it, the stronger they get, and the easier it becomes to cast that spell.
So, how does that compare to a ship?
Well...
The keel.
The keel?
Yeah. Don't know what that is either, huh?
Sure I do. It's the... cannons?
Because they keel people?
Well, when you say it out loud, it just sounds stupid.
It was stupid before that, too. Look, the keel is the big fin under the boat. Keeps the boat from being knocked over by waves and gives the boat stability. The stronger the keel, the stronger the ship.
Huh. Okay, I think I'm starting to get it. And the crew's like all the spells. Each one has a different role to fill and is important in their own way. And the captain is the will and heart of the mage. The captain always knows which spell to use and how to make sure everything turns out all right. And the...
Pirates!
Yeah, and the pirates are like... Actually, I don't know what the pirates would be.
No, Dodds.
Pirates approaching from the stern!
Looks like it's go time.
Oh, awesome!
Turn the ship around! Ramming speed! I won't let any pirates think they can catch me unaware!
Well, looks like we'll have to reschedule this lesson for another time, eh, Dodds?
Yeah, now it's my turn to teach these pirates a lesson of my own.
Load the cannons and prepare to fire! Brace for impact! Fire! Evindall, report.
Yes, Captain. Our men just escorted the last of the attackers from our ship. Our own boarding party has fought the remaining pirates back to their captain's quarters. 5 of them remain, but they wish to parley.
Call our men back. I'll handle this myself.
Yourself? Right. Yes, Captain.
Well done, sailors. Another ship full of thieving sea rats has been removed from our fair oceans.
That was a pretty fun battle, wasn't it, Zago? You okay?
I'm fine.
All of them have been removed from our oceans, except for one, of course.
Captain, what happened to the other 4?
They didn't make it.
We surrendered. We were willing to be taken in. You son of a...
Captain! Captain!
We don't have the food or the space to keep this filth around, so it looks like we got no other choice. Isn't that right, everyone?
Wait, Captain, I don't think we have to do this.
No. And who on the crew do you think should go hungry? Who on the crew should sleep outside?
I could do that. I don't mind.
No, son. I wouldn't dare let any of my crew suffer while a pirate lives well. Now, someone's got to get rid of him. How about Zago?
What?
Yes, I think you would be perfect for this job.
Captain, I don't think I'm the best person for...
Your daggers are sharp enough, I'm sure. Let me know when it's done.
Captain, I really don't think that...
Is this insubordination going to be a pattern? Perhaps there are 2 pirates that I need to take care of. That's what I thought. Sailors, follow orders. Pirates get the sword.
Wait, Zago, you don't have to do this.
Shut up, Dodds.
If she doesn't want to, then she shouldn't...
Shut up, Dodds.
You're nothing but an STC dog. At least I'll die knowing I was free, and that I'll join my brothers and sisters in the afterlife. Can the same be said of you?
But she...
Shut up, Dodds.
Hey, Zago. Everyone's getting off to check out Brodinia. I've never been here before and would love to have someone show me around. Come on, Zago, let's have a little fun. Try to get your mind
Off of when I was forced to publicly kill a man who was tied up on his knees and surrendering?
Yeah.
I'm good.
What do you say to getting a drink? After the, difficult events of the last few days, I think we could all use a little liquid courage right now. And Brodinia's spirits are highly regarded even in Elismira.
Are you offering to buy us all drinks? You?
Is that so strange?
Well, it's just... You don't seem the type to... Well, how would you say it? Engage in drunken revelry.
Yes, well, I expect that few people have ever solved any of their problems over a glass of whiskey, but shore leave isn't just about a break from our work. It's also about getting off the ship, and if, even for a moment, forgetting about one's troubles. And sometimes, whiskey helps.
Fine. I suppose I could use a change of scenery.
Great. I know the best tavern in Brodinia. Especially if Ev is buying the first round.
I imagine it's going to be fairly expensive.
Oh, Evie. The best whiskey always is. Come on, it's this way.
I don't recall saying anything about buying the first round. I don't even like whiskey.
6 whiskeys for the table.
You got it.
Is it a good idea to let Magnus drink?
Sure it is. Kids had a rough couple of days too. Besides, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've gotten a little drunk, isn't it, Magnus?
Actually, I've never drank alcohol before.
Well, then you've picked a good day to start, haven't you?
Yeah, I suppose I have. So, should we order some appetizers for the table, or...?
I already have some mozzarella sticks coming.
When could you have possibly had the time to do that? We just sat down.
I tossed a note in the waiter's pocket as he was leaving.
But if he was here when you threw the note, then why didn't you just... You know what? Never mind. Mozzarella sticks sound good to me.
Hey, any of you looking to score tonight?
Not interested, buddy.
No, not like that. I mean, like this.
What's that?
It's mage fire. Snort a little of this and you'll be feeling like you're the most powerful mage of all time.
Right. Definitely not interested.
Come on. This is pure stuff we're talking about. How about you, kid?
Me?
Yeah, kid. I'm sure you've always wanted to feel powerful. Probably get picked on a bunch. No offense.
None taken? Hey, leave the kid alone. None of us want what you're selling.
Maybe the kid can decide for himself.
I don't think I should be taking drugs.
It's not drugs, kid. It's a performance enhancer.
He said no.
And who are you, his dad? Come on, kid. Let's talk. Just you and me. Away from these losers.
Get off me! Hey!
Buzz off. He said he doesn't want any.
Ah, fine. You're all crazy anyway.
Wow. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Our crew sticks together, right?
Yeah, that's right. It would be nice if the captain thought that too. Zago, why didn't you just tell the captain no the other day? Why just go along with it?
It's complicated.
Is it?
Look, Dodds, sometimes the captain asks the crew to do something they don't want to do. It's just part of being the leader. It's part of being a captain.
Well, if I were the captain, I would never make my crew do something like that.
This time it wasn't that simple.
No, it's never that simple. I've been trying to tell you since we met that things aren't always storybooks and fairy tales. It's the real world. Sometimes people get hurt or even die. You just have to make the best decision you can at the time and do your best to sleep at night.
But that man didn't have to die.
All right, 6 shots of whiskey and a plate of mozzarella sticks.
I can't believe the note worked. Dodds, I understand where you're coming from, but we signed up for a job and sometimes that means we have to do things that are unpleasant. That is, sadly, part of life on the Wandering Sea. But even when it's bad, it isn't all bad. Do you remember when we first met? We were in a tavern just like this, penniless and alone. Now look at us. We have good food, good pay, and good friends.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I still don't like everything that Longbeard has done, but as long as I have you all by my side, I'm on board.
I'll drink to that.
To the crew.
To friendship.
To riches.
To adventure.
To adventure.
Ugh, no, he was nothing like that. You're overreacting.
Were you and me at different bars? What are you talking about? You've completely lost all objectivity.
Ev, please. We all know that even though I drank far more than you, I was completely sober.
Sober? Jacqueline, you appear to still be intoxicated.
Why are you two shouting at each other?
Finally, a voice of reason. Zago, you were there. What happened last night?
We met that elf?
No. From the beginning.
Well...
To adventure.
We had just toasted when Dodds said,
I'm gonna get us more food.
Ooh, while you're at it, let's get some more whiskey.
We definitely got more whiskey than food. A lot more whiskey. After our third round, Dodds rushed up to Magnus.
Magnus! The waiter has something crazy to tell you!
Okay. I'd better... supervise.
That's when those three left to do something at the bar.
So, Ev, how do you and the Queen of Lionsbridge know each other?
Evindall is... a giggly drunk.
Are we drunk enough to share our personal lives now?
I'm not, but I'm hoping you are.
Nope. Sorry. Zago, how about you? Interested in sharing your past?
I was drunk out of my mind, so I'm sure I probably said too much. No thanks.
Looks like it's your turn then, Jackie.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I will have another drink.
Captain Brightwood's past. It's not that complicated. That said, I'm more interested in her present and future.
Right. This guy, the sleaze just oozed off of him.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no, I remember vividly. You smelt him before you saw him, probably from all the grease in his hair. He had the air of someone who only cared for gold, so much so that he wore it around his neck in an absolutely tactless display. And his expression, equal parts arrogance, smugness, and questionable intentions. His voice was just...
Captain Jacqueline Brightwood, I have information, the procurement for which you would give anything.
Oh, I'm so drunk and my judgment is so impaired. Surely I am willing to give up anything. Is that what you think I sound like?
Jacqueline, please. Anyway, he didn't say it out loud, but it was horrifically clear what he wanted.
I will give you information about the location of your ship. In return, I want you to sleep.
He wanted something in return, but it wasn't what you're implying, Evindall.
Exactly. Thank you, Zago. What he actually wanted was...
In return for my assistance, I ask only for your friendship. Nothing more. It is the least I can do for someone of such rare strength and beauty.
Well, even drunk, I cannot ignore the stick betwixt the cheeks of my buttocks. I demand to know who you are, sir. Jacqueline!
Hey, I let you tell your side of the story, now it's my turn. Anyway, so he says...
Apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Laudrial. Captain Brightwood and I have collaborated on numerous ventures, and she has proven herself to be an able partner in each of these. In the interest of strengthening our friendship, I want to help her recover her ship that was so wrongfully stolen from her.
Outrageous! Villainy!
Indeed. What sort of bottom-sucking, faithless cowards would steal the ship of someone so brave and fair?
And a great friend who will listen when you're upset and carry all of your darkest burdens. All right, that's enough. I didn't say any of that.
But you thought it, didn't you?
No! Look, this is getting out of hand. Here's what really happened.
Captain Brightwood, it's Laudrial. We did that run in Caris Vale last year.
Of course I remember. I never forget the attractive people I meet.
Likewise. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that certain associates of mine have spotted Ambition's promise. I was surprised to learn that you are no longer at the helm.
Yes! Those bottom-sucking, faithless cowards that used to be my crew mutinied. But you've seen her, you've seen the promise?
Indeed I have. Would you like me to give the order to reclaim it?
No, I want to be there when those mutineers meet their end.
Of course. I'll request that my associates continue to track her. If ever you wish to recover it, I'm happy to assist. And perhaps... Perhaps I can count on a small favor in the future. From a friend.
Anything for you, Laudrial.
Fantastic. I'll be in touch, Captain Brightwood.
Absolutely not. Do not you dare deal with that snake in the grass.
I will deal with whomever I want. It's been working just fine for me so far.
To adventure!
I don't know them!
And that's basically what happened. At least before these three ran out of the bar screaming their heads off.
Hey, what did you three do last night?
Please, stop shouting across the tavern.
I don't remember anything we did last night. Magnus?
Whatever we did, I think it killed me.
Alrighty then. We got 2 orders of sausage and eggs for you two, and a triple order of eggs, bacon, sausage, and biscuits with extra meat and biscuits for you.
Thanks.
By the way, did you three ever, hunt down that beast you were looking for?
Oh, gods! I remember now! Magnus, the waiter has something crazy to tell you!
Okay.
I'd better.
You had just told me something amazing, and I had to tell Magnus.
I don't think it was that amazing.
Sure it was! When we came back up to you, tell him! Tell him!
The Beast Woods is home to a monstrous beast that stalks these lands! That's not exactly what
A beast! And an ancient one at that, if it's still alive today!
No, I said it was probably home to some beast at one point a few centuries ago.
Don't worry, Mr. Waiter. I got it from here. An ancient beast! And we all know that if a mage slays a powerful, ancient beast, he will gain the beast's powers!
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know what I'm thinking, right?
that we've had enough alcohol?
No! We have to hunt that beast, and you have been chosen to slay it!
But... Dodds, I've already had 2 alcohols already.
No! You are the chosen one! I've seen your mastery over the very elements themselves. We have to go, now!
Do we?
Don't forget our vow. Adventure!
I think they're done talking over there at that table. Should we tell them where we're...
There's no time! To adventure!
To adventure!
And Magnus powered up his spirit with the call of adventure, and we were off. I don't quite remember what happened after that. Do you, Quinn?
It's cold outside. A crescent moon shines down on the glistening pavement. Nothing new for the lonely streets of Brodinia. We're the only souls out in these witching hours. We know our mission. Slay the beast of Brodinia. But we don't know what traps may lie in wait. The very streets seem set against us. We arrive at the outskirts of town. Dark trees loom at the very edges of the woods. Sinister shadows reach towards our heroes.
The monster has to be here. Magnus, your destiny is now.
I guess. I have experience with the woods. Let me go first. It didn't matter who went first. I sensed their fear and showed them what it is to overcome it.
Yeah. And then you shot through the woods like an arrow from your bow.
I can feel the evil energy of the ancient beast radiating from its lair.
We have found the creature. This is the time. This is what we have been training for. Like arrows from Quinn's bow, we will descend upon this monster and unleash the fists of friendship and the fires of righteousness. Magnus? Quinn?
You have my bow.
To arms!
The shadowy beast stood defiant in the middle of the clearing. Its dark limbs appear like the branches of a rotting tree. Its claws dig deep into the corrupting soil of the beast woods, like roots draining the forest of its life force. I knock an arrow and release. It flies, like an arrow. Oh, my bow, as Dodds rushes past me.
Prepare yourself, monster, to witness my full power!
He strikes true, but the beast barely shudders. It's as if the creature is defended by a thick carapace.
I will peel the armor off its flesh. Quinn, unleash your truest strike. And Magnus, prepare for the finishing blow.
So you 3 drunks fought a tree in the woods.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a monster.
And then, what, afterwards you 3 just came back to the inn?
I actually don't remember much of anything past that.
Didn't we run into Longbeard?
Maybe. I vaguely remember seeing the captain.
Wait. I remember now.
Oh, good. More craziness incoming.
We saw Longbeard in the forest. We didn't go up to him, but we saw him talking with someone. They shook hands, and...
Oh, gods. I think I remember now, too.
What happened? I'm drawing a blank.
We saw Longbeard hand over a bunch of people in chains.
In chains?
Oh, okay, gentlemen. Let's not get carried away here. Are you implying that you saw the captain selling people?
I don't know. I was drunk. It's hard to remember everything.
Of course they aren't implying that. The captain's a jerk, but let's be serious here. Do we really think he would be part of the slave trade?
Jackie, I know what I saw.
A second ago, you told us about fighting a giant monster in the woods. You have no idea what you saw.
Well, I know what I heard. When we were making our way into Lionsbridge, I could have sworn I heard someone making noise in a locked room in a cargo hold. When I asked the captain about it, he got angry and yelled at me to let it go. I bet that's the room he was keeping them in.
Quinn, what you're saying is extremely serious. We need to be sure of this. If you're correct, then the captain must be turned over to the proper authorities. If we report him to the STC, they could make sure he never sails for them again. Do you find this funny, Zago?
Oh, come on, Evindall. You're smarter than that. Firstly, let's stop acting like this is something the captain wouldn't do. Secondly, he's a captain for the STC. Do you think they don't know about it? Do you think they weren't the ones who told him to do it? Look, if we don't have any hard evidence, then it'll just be us versus the richest trading company in the realm. Forgive me if I don't like our chances.
So you believe them?
I've been on this crew longer than any of you. I've seen the captain do some pretty nasty things. This would just be another one on the list.
Well, we can't get back on the ship if we think the captain is doing something like this.
I'm afraid it's not that easy. The SDC doesn't take kindly to deserters, and if we don't get on board, then they'll come after us for breach of contract. They could have us arrested.
Well then, looks like we're all trapped on board. Dodds, you've been uncharacteristically quiet during this. What do you have to... Dodds?
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill Longbeard.
This episode of The Storm Chasers was written and directed by Michael Shannon and produced by Alex Goebel. Editing and sound design by Eisa Yazdizadeh, with music composed by Aud Andrews. The theme song for The Storm Chasers was written by Kenny Gray and performed by Aud Andrews. Original artwork and character design by Stephen Wu. Opening animation by Mimi Chu. This episode featured the vocal talents of David Izquierdo, Maximillian Contreras, Dallis Mackenzie, Shogo Miyakita, Magnus Carlssen, Ginger Sue, Aud Andrews, and Sarah Lynn. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. It helps us out more than you'd think. And be sure to subscribe to see more. If you'd like to support us even more, then please consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/stormchaserspodcast. Be sure to join us next week for the next episode of The Storm Chasers.